the AP Top 25 came out about a week ago. You know, preparing for the season, college football is back. So we're gonna start off talking a little bit about the AP Top 25. Sorry. So Camden, let's start with you. I know this is a topic that everybody wants to talk about. Texas. Camden, tell me about Texas.
Do I even have to say anything, or can I just do this? Like, it's horns down till the day I die.
We get the message.
I'm not even an Oklahoma fan like Tyler Brownrigg is over there. But you can't tell me that Texas is a top 10 team. I believe they're ranked 11th right now. It's still too high. I get it. They returned 10 out of their 11 offensive players. They lost Bijan Robinson. He accounted for over 1,500 yards for the team. That's a lot. They're going to be missing him, even though they're going to have the other 10 guys back. Quinn Ewers did get rid of the mullet, but still, I'm not buying into Texas. There's just something about them. They go to Tuscaloosa. They're probably going to get smacked around there. I'm not buying into the Longhorns, and I won't until they prove it to me.
Okay. Tyler, I know. Just take it away. I know you hate Texas.
Texas will never be back. They will never be back as long as I live, all right? I'm horns down forever. Every year, it's Texas is back. Oh, they're so great. Xavier Worthy, Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning. Oh, we're so awesome. No, you will disappoint, just like you always do. You will lose in Tuscaloosa, and you will lose Red River this year. Last year, fluke. Doesn't matter.
A 49-0 fluke.
49. Yeah, Nick Bevel was in at quarterback, all right? Everyone was hurt. It was year
General
one.
Booty was not hurt.
So these sound like excuses to me. I don't know about you, Camden. These sound like excuses.
This sounds like an Oklahoma fan not giving any information, just saying, I like Oklahoma, this is
like
why.
Oklahoma.
But
They're
he's
so
right.
horns down.
Texas is going to disappoint, because I'm out here thinking, oh, what if they do go into Tuscaloosa and beat them? And that's exactly why I'm falling into the trap of Texas. Every single year it's, wait, what if they do beat Alabama?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Okay, Noah, so the last time they won the Big 12 was 2009. Eventually, they have to not disappoint, right? What do you think? Is this the year? No?
No.
Okay.
No. Period. No.
Some of us here weren't even born in 2009, probably.
That's insane. You were all born in 2000.
No, that's true. I'm just kidding.
Under 2009.
I hope not. I feel really old.
Yeah, that I would feel very old. So, okay, Noah, moving on. You kind of surprised me with your pick. You had number 21, North Carolina. They were 9-5 in 2022. Tell me about why you think they're going to be great this year.
You know, I think you just gotta erase that previous record, that 9-5. Erase that. If you look at their schedule right now, first of all, they're in the ACC Coastal, probably one of the easiest power conferences just out there, maybe the easiest. If you look at their schedule, it's not that hard. Their hardest opponent is Clemson. But after that, you could argue South Carolina or a team like that could be their next hardest opponent. And I feel like their offense is still a complete team. Drake May, I think, is a dark horse for Heisman candidate. And the fact that there's some players like Bo Nix over him, so like Jordan Travis, that honestly blows my mind. That blows my mind that they're over Drake May. Like, wake up and look at the hype. Because I feel like he should be top 3. No, he's not. This offense is complete, and look out for North Carolina.
The only issue I have with North Carolina is their wide receivers. I know they lost Josh Downs, but it doesn't look like they have any other notable wide receiver that I could think of on the team right now. So that's what concerns me for Drake May.
That's a valid point, but again, they have brought in some transfers. They brought in a couple 4-stars, I believe. So,
I mean, okay, real quick, Noah, so you say, like, they have an easy schedule, but last year they lost at home to Georgia Tech. And NC State. So
Fair.
They lose. They lost to Clemson last year. They lost to NC State. Like, even though they have an easy schedule on paper, they have a horrible defense. And you can lose any game when you have a horrible defense. Do you think the defense is going to be better this season?
There's no promises.
Okay.
Honestly, North Carolina could lose week 1 to South Carolina. The spread is only 2.5.
They could also.
I'm saying this team has the potential. Sorry, Camden. They have the potential to be very good. I think they could end a top 10 team, but one mishap to Georgia Tech.
Ooh.
Oh,
they could also lose week 2 to Appalachian State or week 3 to Minnesota. I mean, come on, let's go Minnesota.
No.
I'm just saying.
Get the Gophers out of here.
Those are 3 tough games for a Power 5 team to play. Yeah, like you're playing Appalachian State, who historically usually beats a team every year. It's just like, hey, wait, they beat Texas A&M. Oh, hey, they beat Michigan. It's like they beat a team. All right, South Carolina's no gimme.
No, it's not. Spencer
So
Rattler.
I mean, they could start out 0-2.
Okay, well, if they start out 0-2.
They I hope they don't lose to Campbell, but yeah, I mean they could, but I feel like if there's a year for them to finish top 10, it's this year.
Okay.
I mean, teams like Notre Dame being above them, like I feel like you could have put them.
So last year they had a good start, but they lost 4 straight to close the season. They started 9-1. Real quick, North Carolina. Tyler, give me your thoughts on North Carolina. Do you think they should be higher in the AP poll?
I think definitely they should be somewhere in the teens. Sounds about right, around 15, 18 range. Drake May is a great quarterback. He's going to be a top 5 pick this year, most likely, in the NFL draft. And I think we'll see a lot of growth from him more this season, too.
Move on to our college football playoff picks. I asked everyone to give their top 4. And real quick, we all had Georgia number 1. We can talk about Georgia. Who wants to talk about Georgia? Talk about them. They're the number 1 team. I think we all know that.
I refuse.
They're Georgia. They're great. They have a new quarterback. Who cares? They're going to win every game. Their defense is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Same old, same old.
You could throw Jack Hansel at quarterback and they could still win games. I'm just saying.
Go
There's
undefeated.
not much to talk about.
All right, and then 3 of us had Ohio State second. Tyler, you took Michigan second. I know Camden is going to want to talk about Ohio State, so let's just get that out of the way. Camden, what's good with Ohio State this year?
Everything. The one. So, right, I can name 3 things that people are like, these are question marks. That's quarterback, offensive line, and defense. And from what I've heard, quarterback, not an issue, right? Whoever starts, if it's Devin Brown, I know Kyle McCord is going to get the start against Indiana. Both will play. They're going to be fine there. Ryan Day in his, 4 years coaching? All of his quarterbacks have been first-round draft picks. That's going to be fine. Offensive line, that's a real question mark. They lost basically 3 or 4 of their starting offensive linemen last year. And defense, Jim Knowles year 2, maybe it'll be a little bit more improved. They look good against everybody who wasn't good, except for against Michigan and Georgia. They struggled. So defense, if they can improve a little bit, if offensive line can hold up just a little bit, they're going to be fine.
Okay, so
Their
Tyler, you were the only one that didn't have Ohio State second. You had Michigan. Take me through that. I know Camden doesn't want to hear, but let's hear.
It's an undeniable fact. Michigan has had Ohio State's number these past 3 seasons. 3-game win streak against them. Jim Harbaugh.
Two, buddy.
2-game, yes, correct. 2-game win streak against them. Jim Harbaugh, it was always like, oh, he'll never win the big game against Ohio State. And now he's been winning it. And unlike Ohio State, their starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, is coming back, returning as the starter. And this is the 3rd year for him in college. I expect a leap from him. That's about the time you see a quarterback who's always getting some NFL draft hype to like year 3 is like, oh, this is the year, you got to prove it. And I see no reason why he shouldn't take a giant leap forward given his athleticism and just arm talent overall. So I think Michigan is almost a lock to win the Big Ten. Of course, their other game that's kind of scary is Penn State. At Penn State, it'll probably be a whiteout game. So that's their other tough game on the schedule. But they're playing Ohio State at home this season.
True.
So, again, I'm confident in Michigan this season.
Can I say something to that real quick, Tyler?
Of
You guys are going to be
course.
so surprised. I agree wholeheartedly with him. I was so close to putting Michigan above Ohio State because this is Michigan's best team returning. All right, as much as I am an Ohio State fan, I'm not biased, I'd like to say. This is Michigan's best team under Jim Harbaugh that he's ever had. And like you said, starting quarterback returns. Blake Corum's back. Donovan Edwards is back. They're going to be fine, and they're probably going to be better than Ohio State.
Okay, speaking of another Big Ten team, Noah, you're the only one that had Penn State in your top 4. Tell me about that.
I did. Again, schedule not too bad. The 2 games that you need to look for is October 21st, Ohio State. I believe they're going to lose that game. But November 11th, whiteout game, just like Tyler mentioned, they are going to beat Michigan. They're going to beat Michigan and slide into that 4th slot. I really believe that. They're going to slide right behind Alabama or a team like that. They're going to just find out that 4th spot.
So
and their quarterback, 6'5",
Drew
absolute
Aller.
tank, sophomore, coming into his 2nd season. The question is, can he put the pieces together?
No
He's
doubt.
going to be good. He's going to be in the NFL in 2 years. Just wait.